What's happening? You're awesome. Realizing it, Christ lives in you. He really, really does. It's really encouraging. The things we find in Scripture, the promises, they are true. And it's really encouraging that if he says it's possible, or he wouldn't have put it in there. So every time I open up the Bible, I'm encouraged because it's becoming more and more real. It's being formed more and more in me as well as in you. If you believe, if you let him just have his way with you. And it's really fun because it helps you play well with others. Instead of defending some doctrine or belief system and becoming this hermit that is antisocial and doesn't know how to function in groups of people or in conversations in private, you don't have to get defensive. You don't snap back. You don't get triggered. You get triggered by love. You get triggered by truth. And you begin to see people for who they really are, not for what they do or what they believe. You see people for who they are through the lens of Christ, from the eyes and the heart of God himself. So you are able to talk to people of all kinds of belief systems. You're able to talk about any topic when you're walking with Yahweh and you're secure in the truth. You're secure in love. Perfect love casts out all fear. So you can grow into a trust with Yahweh where you can never be dissuaded of Christ. You don't have to worry about, oh, is this person going to lead me into deception? Oh, I can't even talk to them because whatever's going to happen, whatever they're saying, whatever's in them is going to get on me. And I'm not making fun of people that believe that. What I'm saying is there's a fear paradigm at the root of that. And when you realize just how much your Father loves you, all that garbage doesn't make sense. We're growing up with a good dad that loves us, and we're free to explore. And he's cool with you talking to other people, and especially reconciling them back to him, because that's our agenda, if you want to call it that. That's our mission. That's our purpose, is to reconcile people to God. It's really hard to do that if you're afraid of everyone around you and everything they believe in. Listen, Paul had no problem going in and talking with occultists, with priests and priestesses and philosophers and all these people. He just knew who he was as a son. And so he didn't have a whole lot of preparation other than his whole life, but he didn't have to prepare and get this list of stuff together and how to debate and how to have an answer or retort for every accusation, every question. He didn't do that. He just walked in as a son and diffused the presence of Christ, diffused the knowledge of God. And that's what you do. You become a living epistle by walking with your Father. And you release Christ everywhere. You release glory. You release healing. You realize that you're a life-giving spirit. And that only comes through intimacy with Papa. And I want you to know that you have intimacy with Papa. You have a one-on-one relationship where he talks to you in a way that you can understand. You can hear him clearly. He communicates to you. He knows you. He's showing you who you are. So enjoy the day today. Enjoy talking to people that believe all kinds of things. I mean, you don't know what they're experiencing. So you can talk to somebody about, you can get to a place where you're comfortable enough and you can talk to people that are experiencing extra dimensional beings, and that won't threaten your Christianity, because there's a whole lot out there we can't see. There's a whole lot out there we don't understand yet. But what we do know is that Christ runs the whole show. And we don't yet see all things subjected to man. But what we do see is Christ, who is the blueprint of man, and everything was subjected to him. So a storm kicks up, calm down, storm. A man full of demons runs up to Jesus. Jesus didn't pursue demoniacs. The demons just recognize the authority. Demons recognize the authority of a son, and they come to you to figure out what you're gonna do to them. You don't hunt them down. They're just drawn to you. Just like Paul. They had that demon girl. That girl that had a demon in her. Sorry, not demon girl. They were being followed by a girl that had a spirit of divination or whatever, discerning. And the demon, check this out, was telling the truth. And it annoyed Paul. Paul didn't go looking for a deliverance session. He couldn't get this demon to stop following him and telling the truth. These guys proclaim the way to God. And he's like, I need you to, you're bugging me. Just go away. So, and the same thing with the demoniac. Jesus didn't come looking for a deliverance session. This, the power, the presence of God, it just attracts, because everything comes from him. So you can have conversations with anybody about anything. Don't be quick to discredit what they're talking about. This is something I've been walking through personally and learning, is don't discredit everything. Don't laugh at everything just because it sounds laughable or unbelievable. Listen to the words. Listen to the heart cry behind the words. Everything is groaning and searching for truth. Everyone is trying to figure out what is truth. Just like Pilate said to Jesus, what is truth? Everyone is searching for the truth. And the truth is a person. And if you're a Christian, if you're born again, you actually have the person living inside of you. And you may not even know that yet, but you do. And so people are going to come talk to you. I have a friend who has very weird interactions with people, and he couldn't figure it out for a while, and I don't even know if he still understands it, but he says, people just tell me the strangest, weird, intimate things about themselves. I'm not even asking. And I was like, yeah, dude, you carry the solution. It's being drawn out of them when they're around you. Stuff just comes out in conversation when you're like a beacon. You're like a bug zapper. You're like, you radiate Christ, and everything that's corrupted and problematic that's searching for God is going to be drawn to that pulse. Like, problem solved, but we don't even believe that. So we can't even give the salvation to creation that we've received. We're starting to get a handle on that. So the main concept that I want to deliver to you and impart to you, fancy spiritual language, I just want you to think and be able to get this. You can get to a place of intimacy with Papa where you trust him and you know he loves you, and he's not going to let you wander off into destruction. And so you can talk to anybody about anything and not be deceived, not be led astray. You know, your dad really loves you and he lives in you, so he's at least going to kick you a little bit on the inside, or maybe a whole lot. I mean, he's just going to, hey, pay attention. He's gonna help you through this. You're not alone. He's not far away. He's in you. He loves you. So enjoy talking to people about a whole variety of things, and enjoy being able to be part of the solution and the reconciliation process between them and their Father and your Father. Bless you. You're amazing.